What's up today, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Zach, and today we are back with some more Minecraft, and in today's episode we are finishing out our world tour. So this is my creative world as we started exploring in the last episode. It's not fully creative. I play in survival quite a bit, and basically my rules have been any materials I want to use I need to have gotten in survival, and then I can use creative to speed up the process of, having to get more or, making it easier to build. So that's pretty much how it works. Right now we're standing on my nether highway, which you don't get to see all of, but that's because a lot of it is pointless. So we're going to head to the real location of this tour and show you guys the rest of the world. So let's get going. So, welcome to the Copper Kingdom. As you can see, there was a nether portal, like ruined portal here, and I kind of just expanded it, and there's a big old boat out in the water, but I turned the ruined portal into this sword that is spreaded, or, is spreading the nether rack on the ground. We can get up this path here. We have these street lights along with my kingdom's flag around the whole village with different plants. And this was the first house I lived in. I had like an aquarium for axolotls because they were new to the game when I was working on this. And some beds. This one's just kind of a group storage thing and holds all my extra banners. These are kind of just more your typical villager houses. They don't have jobs yet because there's a market district underworks for them. We have a horse guarded by an iron golem, along with a beacon that makes me faster underground over here. And these are launch pads for the Electra. So if you come in, this rockets me up to the top. Hop up here. You got all my fireworks. Some slime for if I land here, which I find really hard to do. But then you can just run, jump, fly. And as you see, lots of houses. Which, like I said, kind of typical Minecraft style village houses. And then they start to get a little fancier with their interiors. All of them are fully decorated, trying to be some idea of, what an actual house would feel like. Once again, we are the Copper Kingdom, so I fit in copper anywhere I could. I think we've already been in this house. We have some small little houses again, just to kind of break up the flow of everything. Make it feel more diverse. And then we come across the first of kind of the upgraded houses, which is the hospital. I started looking at build tutorials on how to make cooler houses because everything just kind of started feeling the same. And so we have the doctor's area where they study and work on potions and whatever they need to heal people. Back here is going to be a little storage area with a back door. If we go upstairs, this is where we keep the sick and injured with beds and then curtains to divide them. Beds and curtains to divide them and give them some privacy. More working on doctory stuff up here for the patients. Also giving more space for villagers, to sleep and do their thing. Here's our waiting room with everybody getting their own little table. If we go out back, there is the sad area where, sometimes in the hospital you don't make it, so there's a morgue with where we can do autopsies and some blood splatter. Little cauldrons to hold parts and that kind of junk. Some garbage cans full of red goo. And then if you come over to the walls here, we have one set up to cremate people, and we have one set up to not set off fireworks, to keep them cold. And that's the morgue. Some spider webs to add to the creepiness. Come all the way up and close the doors again. Bop, 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 bop. We have a cart here to take them off to the the cemetery, which we do have, and we'll get to it in a minute. But before the cemetery, let's go talk about the school. So the school was kind of hard, honestly. I rebuilt this roof like 5 times because I wanted it to look like the old-timey schools with the little steeple or whatever you want to call it at the top. And if you come inside, we have all the desks along with plenty of books and storage areas, kind of like the little cubbies for the students to put their backpacks and stuff. Some art, a little reading area. I tried to make the alphabet. So A, I don't know what happened to my B, but there was a B here. C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, all the way through. Except for, I think we're missing like an X and a V or something. Not a V. V, W, X, Y, Z. I don't know. We're missing 2 letters. I know that, but I know X is one of them and I don't know what the other one is. But here's our alphabet. We just don't have an X in this Minecraft village, okay? This society doesn't use the letter X. It's fine. But I love the school. I think it turned out very pretty and looks like a school to me. We have like a little recess area. I don't know what grade I was thinking this school was for. I think more little kids, but I felt like it looked more schooly that way. We have a orphanage. You can come in and talk about adopting a kid. They got little spots to hang up important things to them, along with all their beds in a bunch of different colors to kind of show personalities. Here is the orphan mom, whatever you want to call her, lady's room. The house is a weird shape because it fell on a corner lot, so I wanted to fill in that lot as best as I could. If we come over here, we have, this was the first building I built using the new upgraded, more complex build system. And of course, there's a cart out front to bring people here because this is the tavern. So you come in, you got like a bar over here. People can sit at the bar and drink, tables for you to sit and eat at. Over here is the restaurant area with, it's supposed to be food and stuff in all these, so like that. Faucet for you to get water to wash your hands. The oven. Jukebox, of course. And then if you go upstairs, as most old-timey tavern thingies had, is some hotel rooms for you to stay in. So all of these are designed a little differently than each other, but kind of with the same vibe. You know, books, storage, flowers, kind of make you feel at home. Be nice. A coat hanger for you to put up your jacket. A little couch for you to sit in. Any of the bigger ones have couches. A little work area for you. Work on your paperwork or whatever you need to do. Candles. Keep it romantic, you know. Nice little corner couch. Bed. Bookshelves. Coat hanger again. The attic in this place, I don't think I ever did anything with, but it's because it felt like a weird shape for more rooms. But it's probably going to be storage of food items and stuff for the tavern downstairs. If we hit back outside, there is an exact copy over there, except for the roof is different. And as we head this way, the brown marks off different areas. I have everything colored sorted for like brown is home and living areas. I think it's like red or something is the shopping district. There's ports. We'll see all that soon. So this is the church, which all copper underneath foundation, copper on the inside. There's a cool little stained glass looking thing with the stage for the preacher dude to do his preachiness. We have these little side tunnels, which I think I'm going to turn into like a confessional looking area. There's one on each side. Plenty of pews, I believe is what they're called, for you to sit and listen to everything. If you go all the way up to the top, which it's kind of a mess to get up here, but this is the living area, or gonna be the living area for the preacher. And he can kind of peek out, check, make sure everything's going good. And I forgot we were in survival there for a minute. I probably wouldn't have jumped if I would have remembered, but it's fine. It didn't really hurt us. These houses are all brand new. Like, I just built them all the other day. So I wanted to see how this area looked when it was all filled in with the houses. So a lot of these ones more in the center here don't have an interior yet. But the ones over here on the wall where we're going do. And like I said, all the houses are built with an idea of the person that lives in it. I don't know if I ever got to this one, but this one's going to be like a astrology guy. Yeah, I haven't worked on this one yet. It's kind of just set up where going up to the top. Gonna be like an astrology guy. This one, okay, apparently those two don't have interiors yet. I thought most of these back ones did. Okay, come in. You got your little shoe area for you to drop off your shoes. Which, yes, these are invisible mannequins. A table for you to eat your lunch and everything. Storage or kitchen, sorry, kitchen area. We have a first bedroom in here with, probably for the kid, it was kind of my thought. Upstairs, you have the second bedroom, which apparently I never finished. This guy, as you can see, is more of like a traveler kind of map guy. And his bed, no books in the bedroom because he's busy all the time working out here. And that's pretty much for that house. The next, oh my god. I forgot we were in survival. Okay, we'll have to be more careful. And I'll fix that later. This house is a hunter and fisherman kind of guy. He gets all his hunty, fisherman-y stuff over here. The wife's little area for the kitchen and doing her thing. That's why there's a pink candle. Upstairs, very jungle-y themed, and some of his trophies from hunting. I know I don't expect him to have killed the dragon, but it looked cooler. Fishing pole, powerful arrows, spyglass, his green camouflaged armor for hunting. More planty stuff, because the wife really likes plants. Paintings, their pet. And that's it for the hunter's house. I really like this one. This one I thought was cute. This is the first of the houses over here I built. And you come in, you got this couch looking at the fireplace. Kitchen table, kitchen. Upstairs, little writing area with... I'm pretending it's a computer. It doesn't really make sense into the motif of everything, but I'm pretending it's a computer. Get over it. Bookshelves, jukebox, kind of just your typical person's house. Then once again, another launch pad that lets you Electra fly away. Over this way, this is the prison and the military's little base, which is that one. So the prison, you come in, the prison guard can kind of sleep in here, hang out. We have where you can talk and check in, do all the paperwork part of the prison. The armory for the police and stuff. This wall is kind of the wanted posters, you know, looking for Steve, skeletons, all that stuff. Come down into the actual prison, and the cells are like this. There's a little box for their food, their bed, and that's all they get. They get pink beds because screw them. Some of them are really tiny, like this, and the one on the far end down here, guarded by this guy, is the solitary confinement, and when you go in it, you are just screwed, which I didn't think about how we would get out of here, but which we might just stay in creative the rest of our little journey since it's just this town. Close that back up. And that's the prison, which I think is great. If you go next door, we have the military base, which I believe this is one of my storage boxes since my castle isn't rebuilt yet. Come in, fully copied armors of what I'm wearing now, along with my gear. I guess my nephew stole one of the weapons. It's fine. Here is one of the staircase up. Here is where you can kind of it's going to be a map and like their little office area. There is a book where you can join the army. And if you go up, you have the barracks, which is just lots of beds for the army soldiers. If you continue to go up, you have more beds. And if you even more go up, you have the guard towers, which give you a decent view over everything, including stuff we haven't got to yet, but you can even see outside of the village. As you follow our path, which, nice road everywhere, we have the mine, which hasn't got an outside or interior built yet, but this is going to be the mine. Over this way, we have all the farmhouses, which I really like this area. This is the newest one, haven't really worked on it yet. As you see, this is very much a bounce around kind of project, this whole town is. So there is a lot of things that aren't done, but a lot of things that are. Come into the first house, you got plants. He's a farmer, so of course he has his tools on the wall or by the door. Kitchen. Table, just him and his wife. Upstairs, kind of a work area, study kind of thing. Some paintings on the wall, the beds, more pickaxes. We can go down the stairs, please. Thank you. Come out, and here is the big old farm, which I'll show you from above because I love the way it looks. Big farm. I am very happy with the way this turned out. I just wanted it to look cool and not be your typical rows of plants. So that's what we ended up with. If we come over here, we got the small kind of farm areas, kind of the more broke or just needed a job kind of guys coming to work for the farmers, getting anything they can do to make some monies, along with this guy that lives out in the water. His house is very cluttered. If we come over here, we got sheep with a pink and all the weird colors. Lots of cows. There was not this many cows originally. Guys, you all need to calm down. Along with chickens. Hi, chickens. Don't drown, please. Thank you. Get out of the water. Some randomly spawned cows. There's going to be a house over here. This area still isn't fully done either. We got a water wheel. You know, I get bored kind of building the same style houses all the time. What is this? I didn't do this. That's because my nephew likes to come in and do random things, so that was probably him. But yeah, I get bored building the same type of houses all the time, so I bounce around between areas and try to do different stuff. That's why, if we come way over here to our next area we're going to, and we cross our bridge here, we come into this. Like I said, red is going to be the shopping district. Haven't built any of the shops yet. But over here is the port. This is where I've been working a lot recently, and is one of the reasons a lot of those houses aren't done. So as you come down on the port, you have a little military base kind of guarding the ocean, making sure everything's cool. Their little storage area, along with the barracks, all their extra stuff, their armory. You have a little blacksmith working out here at the dock, doing what he can to help out. Storage area for all the incoming goods. Loads of stuff. Loads and loads of stuff. With an upstairs that holds even more stuff. I feel like if you had all of these full, you were just insane. A guard tower to guard the ports of my awesome village that I am very happy with so far. Looking out at our boat and some ice from my nephew's frostwalker boots. Then we have our crane to unload and load ships, or one of our cranes, stacking up some cargo. Once again, Copper Kingdom, so we are shipping some copper. We have a fishing net, is what this is supposed to be, along with a little fishing area and a small boat dock. We have a boat being loaded with the only current villagers in the town. As you've probably noticed, there's not many people around. With a little market area over here selling food and I believe armor and tools. Yeah, tools, armor, weapons, and then we have fish and more fish and some meat along with their little pen that everything is trying to hide from us. With a second storage area, once again with more storage than you'll probably ever need. But when you're talking about a dock and the constant in and out of supplies, we have a guy building a boat with his materials, wood and more wood and little bench to chop it up. Then if we come over here and we look at one of the boats, all the boats are the same. I've just copied them and pasted them around. So we'll look at just one boat. We have just a thing that looks cool. It's not really there to be an anvil. It's just there to kind of decor. We have the kitchen up top along with work area. This is where, you know, kind of fill in the jobs of the boat. We have the first couple of rooms over here. These little quarters. This guy's a reader. He likes to read. Same with this dude. Same kind of room styles, you know, very simple. Back here is just a little table with some lanterns. Then if we go up top, we can come to... Someone has been breaking my stuff. I will murder the kid. If he tears up anything too bad. Come inside here. Here's the captain quarters. Apparently the captain is wearing the boat as a hat. Here is one of his little work areas along with a map of the ocean. And kind of the land over behind us. That's not part of my kingdom. His tools, his book, his compass. And that's pretty much it for the captain's area. Up here is more a little map of the village, kind of let you see what it looks like. His steering wheel, which is probably too tall for him, but that's fine. Then if we go down to the underneath of the boat, we have rooms, more rooms, lots of rooms, all the rooms. A storage area for them to keep their food and supplies, make sure they don't get scurvy. More storage down below, lots of storage down below. Because once again, they're transporting lots of stuff, and that's how boats work. In here, we have the kitchen for them to all get their food, or what is it called in boat terms? The mess hall? Right? I think that's it. The mess hall. So they come over here, get their food, get back to work. They have a cat, apparently. Didn't know. I don't know how the cats got on the boat, but you know, they're there. We'll go way up to the top. There's the crow's nest. And there was a villager that lived up here, but he probably kamikazed. It's fine. Let him do his thing. So, that's the dock. Like I said, this is all going to be market area, but that's always a really hard journey to do. Over here, we have the arena. Because what kind of town doesn't have a place for people to fight each other to the death? So you come up, here's all the seats. The stairs are not stairs, they're seats for you to sit and watch. And there's glass to make sure the monsters and whatever is fighting doesn't escape. But we'll break in for now. Metal doors. And behind them is these little pins for whoever is fighting in the arena. And this is all going to be like prison cells full of monsters for the different combatants to fight in the Coliseum. I like it. I know it's not as pretty as it could be, but I didn't really need it to be. It might expand a little bit into this, but this will probably be housing and more spread out kind of open area. All of the brown you see here is going to be a garden, but I want it kind of different. So right now it's kind of just these mossy blocks that raise and change the elevation to kind of add some diversity, along with our two little bridges across. But yes, all of this wood area will be a garden. Here is the smaller little port area, which is basically just this little fisherman's hut for him to, you know, live here, be a hermit, fish. His fishing nets are a little messed up, or at least one of them is. This is the original dock for the town back before it got upgraded. And here is a nice little overview of all of the dense living area. We'll do a quick little flyby. Oh, this is an area we haven't looked at yet. So, a town is not complete without a cemetery. So, you come in to kind of match the spooky vibes, and I built this back during Halloween, this area. You come in, and you have the cemetery with a bunch of different kinds of headstones. These are like the little ones that, you know, more on the ground. Some old-timey headstones, which are just kind of sticks with the person's name and the years of their life all the way through. These ones are the only named ones in the cemetery. I want to go through and name all of them, but it takes a while. Here is the cemetery keeper's house. And if we come over here, we got some more headstones with some candles and everything lit on them. Some more fancy, big gravestones, along with a mausoleum, and they are blocked off so that you can't get in to rob the graves or anything. Over here, some more bigger ones. Down here, we have kind of a grave for some like fallen soldiers with their swords stuck into their graves, which I really like this area. And here's kind of like a mass grave dealio for the brave soldiers with invisible mannequins. Those two aren't really supposed to be invisible, but that's fine. If we come up to the top row, we start getting into like families that did a certain job for several generations. So some kind of like note taker, bookkeeper kind of guy. Just some weird gravestones. Some fancier versions of the all in ground one. Some different versions of the bigger ones. I like these ones quite a bit. I think they look cozy. Some dark colored ones. Some more cross-shaped ones. These guys. And these ones are kind of fancy. Copper in these ones because they're a wealthy family, and copper is our main thing, along with the open graves for more people in their family, bloodline, or whatever. These ones with all their candles and flowers and very kept and pretty, kind of showing these people's jobs and stuff, like a woodman, wood guy, miners, more crosses, along with a very old mausoleum for whoever is buried here. And now there is one little secret to all of the these mausoleums, and that is that there is an underground area which is going to be turned into like a dungeon. Think of if you've ever played in Skyrim, which who hasn't played Skyrim? Then Whiterun, there's the cemetery and like the underground area. Something like that is what this is going to be turned into. But I wanted to get actual houses built because this was one of the first things I worked on in my village. And I think we're coming pretty close to that being everything, guys. I'll do a quick little flyover. Let you see everything again. And yeah, I want to put a statue here. I just got to find a cool statue that I like the idea of. Boats. Port. Farm area. Oh, I'll show you where my castle is going to be, but I haven't built my castle yet. So yeah, this area all does its thing. Then it's going to transition into a zoo. This land will be a zoo. Or actually, I think it's this land. Yeah, this land will be a zoo. Then we have the divide here, and then it goes into where my castle is going to be. This was just the perfect little area, and it was so round, I had to be like, yeah, this is where my castle needed to be. So my castle will be over here, and I can very quickly just fly over and get to my village. So it's not that hard to travel back and forth, and it's not that long once you use an Electra and some fireworks. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, the boats are all kind of the same thing. There isn't an underwater city yet, but there will be once this one is done. And yeah, guys, so that is pretty much it for our Minecraft series. I hope you all enjoyed, and I know it's been a little weird. We played through on hard mode because Bedrock doesn't have what is it, permadeath mode or whatever, hardcore. So we just played through on hard. I am a kind of Minecraft noob, so we died a bunch, and we didn't really do too many giant builds in our survival world, but I still hope you all enjoyed the series. And yeah, so if you enjoyed the content, we are switching mainly to Magic for a while. I do plan on doing games still, but at the moment there's no games that I'm like truly in love with out, and so I want to just sit back to that. Plus Magic gets the most engagement on the channel, and I love Magic. I've played Magic for forever, and that's one of the reasons we're doing what we're doing. So hopefully, if you all enjoy my content, you'll enjoy my Magic content, and why not go check it out? So with all that being said, I will see you guys in whatever we do next. Later. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, why not like and subscribe? It really helps me out. And don't forget to hit that bell so that you get notified anytime I post a new video. If you enjoyed this one, why not check out this video or this video? And I'll see you guys in whatever we do next. Later.